press today, RUFA announces the suspension of credit facilities to SHA. So this difficult decision follows the expiry of our 2-week notice issued on 5th of December. This notice expired on midnight on Friday the 19th. However, we extended the time of suspension over the weekend. But this morning, because there has been no reach out to hospitals in Kenya by the Ministry of Health or the Social Health Authority, SHA has failed to address the issues that we raised 2 weeks ago and issues that we have raised over the last 1 year. And therefore, they have left hospitals in a state of financial paralysis. This is putting Kenyan patients at risk. At the heart of our call is a simple truth. Hospitals must be funded so that patients can access essential supplies, equipment, and personnel. Without this, universal health coverage is a hollow promise. Now, we want to notify the country that this is just not about a dispute between SHA and hospitals. This is because of a simple thing that we have come to realize after 1 year, and that is that the SHA financing model is unsustainable. SHA is broke. This is despite collecting 2.75% from the gross income of salaried Kenyans. SHA has been unable to collect from the informal sector because SHA is built on the wrong assumptions and ideas. Today, SHA total liabilities stand over Kenya shillings 75 billion. It is unfortunate that there have been attempts by the Cabinet Secretary to say that NHIF liabilities are different from SHA liabilities. There is no such thing. All liabilities are SHA liabilities. Therefore, SHA does not have a formula today to bridge this deficit of 76 billion shillings. In order to survive, therefore, SHA has resorted to the following. One, in order to survive, SHA has been rejecting valid medical claims and calling them fraud. In order to survive, SHA has been denying renal and cancer patients approval for care and calling it the exhaustion of your approved sessions. In order to survive, SHA has been placing many medical claims in prolonged and unjustified review. Also, in its fight for survival, SHA has been labeling healthcare facilities that ask for payment cartels and fraudsters. However, the truth can no longer be hidden that SHA is struggling for life. This is because the architects of SHA cannot listen to sound advice. It is not SHA that has been working. It is hospitals that have been working and reaping non-payment and defamation. Therefore, today, in order to save Kenya's healthcare system, we, the Kenyan hospitals, are removing SHA from the life support that we have put it on for so long. We can no longer extend credit facilities and loans to SHA because SHA is an unreliable borrower. The Kenya shillings 76 billion that we have extended so far in credit to SHA is the most we can do without collapsing ourselves. We also urge the church to speak up. Faith-based hospitals have long been the pillar of specialized care in Kenya. As we speak today, many faith-based hospitals are on their deathbed. The bishops can no longer turn a blind eye to the suffering of the flock. The church needs to rise up to the occasion. They cannot allow themselves to be kept silent while faith-based hospitals lie on their deathbed. As we approach the 1-year anniversary of SHA, SHA must be reformed in order to survive. This is a fight for survival by SHA. And everything that we have been seeing happening, including the launch by His Excellency the President of the sponsorship of 4.4 billion last week, is another attempt at survival. The reintroduction of the teachers and police medical schemes in December is also another attempt at survival. So these are our demands. Number one, the Cabinet Secretary must immediately reverse the 10.6 billion Kenya shillings rejection of valid claims. This is against the SHA provider contract, and hospitals have been denied the right to clarify or to remedy the situation, leading to huge losses. Number two, we demand that unpaid historical SHA liabilities dating back to 2017 should be paid immediately, in line with the presidential directive of March this year. It is unfair and unjustifiable delay for the Cabinet Secretary for Health to keep talking about verification while doing no verification. We are aware that just 82 hospitals account for 50% of the NHIF debt. Surely, Mr. Cabinet Secretary, how long can it take you to just verify 82 hospitals? Why would the verification of 82 hospitals NHIF debt cause the suffering of 3,700 Kenyan hospitals? We demand that the unprocedural downgrade and closure of hospitals be stopped immediately, because since June, the Digital Health Agency has wiped out 3,500 maternity beds from Kenya and 1,000 delivery beds. In addition, the Digital Health Agency has wiped out 10,000 inpatient beds. What is the rationale for this wiping out? They say they are fighting fraud. We know the story better. They are fighting for survival. Number four, we demand that the migration of the teachers and police medical schemes to SHA in December should not happen before the MAKL, Medical Administrators Kenya Limited, and Minet settle all the debts they owe to hospitals. We will not have a situation where we have another crisis similar to NHIF, where you migrate a whole scheme without settling arrears owed to hospitals. We refuse the idea that teachers and police will be migrated to SHA before hospitals are owed the money that is owed to them by Minet and MAKL. This cannot happen. So therefore, we are just declaring very simply, come December, if the money is owed to hospitals by the teacher scheme and police scheme are not paid, we will not offer medical services to teachers and police under the new scheme in SHA. Finally, there must be urgent reform of the SHA financing model. It is not possible that only 10% of Kenyans can carry 96% of the weight. We hear politicians saying, go to hospital, healthcare is free. The Kenyan people know that this is not the truth. The reality of the matter is that these populist statements do not reflect the truth on the ground. Kenyan patients continue to incur catastrophic expenses. And the reason why they are incurring this is because the architects of the SHA revolution or the SHA reform are so unwilling to listen to sound advice. They have ignored all professionals. They listen to no one. They are basically unable to accept that there are other ideas, and they are leading the country in the wrong path. Therefore, we ask for immediate change as SHA approaches to 1 year. The system of collecting money is not working. The model of financing healthcare is not working. And unless all of us step up and change things, we can only see a healthcare system that will collapse.